Okay, we have a couple of things. This is exciting. We're very thankful to be doing this today, having this gathering. So we have grandmother Marie here. She already accepted her tobacco to present and do a storytelling and give you information about Orange Shirt Day. And she's also going to do a song, a drum song for you. And then, listen, then I'm going to ask Anne-Marie. She's a traditional medicine keeper. Right? Do I get that right?
My name is Cheyenne.
Oh, Cheyenne, sorry, not me, Cheyenne. Cheyenne, I'm humbled up. Thank you, Cheyenne, for coming. So, would you be willing to share with us today?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll let Grandmother Marie take over.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was going to say, it must only be one teacher in a crowd and a couple of students, but all I see is eyes. It's a nice afternoon. I know you. And it's nice to be here. I was here last year, and it seems like the crowd has gotten very huge. So it's nice to see all of you. Before I start, I always say we should thank Creator for our life today. Okay, so I'm going to say a prayer. It's a celebration of life. For those of you that understand English, I say it in my own language because that's important to maintain our language the way we speak. Okay? So, my name is Morning Star. I belong to the Medicine Wolf class. I honor my parents for giving me a christening name. I'm a twin. There were two of us. And my name is Marie. And it is nice to be able to say an opening prayer for why we're here today. Okay? So just follow what I'm saying. If you don't know the prayer, don't worry about it. Creator, we thank you so much today for the beautiful gift of life, for everything that you have loaned to us. Nothing is given to us. We understand that. We thank you for waking us up this morning to see your gift of the rising sun, to know that we have been awoken to do your work. We thank you for that. We thank you for knowledge. We thank you for having a healthy life. We thank you for the food that's on the table. But most of all, Creator, we thank you for acceptance of each other. And we say thank you. Thank you. So, as we begin our session, I'm sure some of you are wondering why we wear orange Shirt Day. It is important to remember how fortunate we are in our own country, our home country. But also, we are fortunate for our children, our grandchildren, that will never, ever again go to a school system called residential school. My mother was 5 years old. Just like, how many of you are 5 here?
How many 5-year-olds?
5-year-old, yeah. She was taken away to a residential school, Sturgeon Landing, where she stayed till she was 11 years old. Never came home. She didn't understand why she was taken away. So when she came back, she was very strange towards her siblings. The customs were different. She didn't speak her language anymore. And she was very different growing up, knowing her. But one good thing about her life was that was the first Native woman to cook pierogies Cabbage rolls. And I asked her one day, how long did you stay in a classroom? Have a day. Just in the morning. In the afternoon, they did learn how to cook. She was a very good seamstress. She made all our clothing. It wasn't only till I went on my own that I started to buy clothes from the store. But for her, she could go to the store and look at how it's cut. She'd come home with new material and make us what's on the shelf. So that was the gift she had. The thing I remember most was that she was never that close-knit, you know. She never embraced us. But they weren't allowed to do that. She didn't see her brother for a long time. Yet they were just across the field. Couldn't talk to them. So these are some of the things that I'm thankful for today when I see all of you wearing orange. It's to remember those that were forbidden to speak the language, to follow our culture, our way of life. Culture is a way of life. Spirituality is very different. And you know, today we are blessed many, many times. I have a couple of my own that are going to this school. He's smiling over there. And you know, you're burying her. She's standing there. Let's raise your hand. Yeah. Okay. You were never allowed to do that. When a teacher tells you to sit in one spot, this is where you sit. So you're told to get up for lunch. And lunch for the 6 hours, no conversation, no talking. Even though you want to tell your new classmates what you're doing in your class, that was forbidden. Yeah. So in here, all of your students are very lucky to have a teacher that's going to talk to you, ask you questions, and share with you. And it don't matter what it is, because those are the ones that we go to. We should be feeling free and safe to go to our teachers. They're the ones that teach us the skills we need to learn. But within the school system, the residential school and the state school system, it was very, very strict. Even to hear a kid coughing, you were immediately removed from the classroom, sent to the dormitory, all by yourself in this big dorm. No nurse to come and tell you, well, I think we should give you something to calm your cough. Nothing like that. You had to help yourself. And most of the songs that they learned were from the Bible. There's nothing wrong with the Bible. And they learned how to be good hymn singers in church. Most of them joined a choir. Within the school system, the day school, we weren't allowed to learn French. Riverside is French, immersion program. We weren't allowed. But the funny thing, we were taught to speak Latin. This is not Latin America. And we understood the priest when he said the evening prayer in Latin. And where were we going to use that? Nowhere. To me, that was a big loss. To me, that was something I could never regain back. Even our clothing, how we dressed, we all dressed the same. There was no other color. We had 3 uniforms that we had to wear every day. Wendy's jeans was a uniform I did not like. It was black and white. It reminded me of a crow. But today I understand why. And it took many years to overcome that. Can you imagine going to bed without your parents? Can you imagine waking up in the morning knowing that it's going to be a same routine? My mother survived that. When we were growing up, we prayed 11 times in one day. I could memorize all the prayers. I knew exactly what he was going to say. We prayed for after recess. I didn't see any of you go and pray. After you went and screamed over there, you enjoyed yourself. Okay? And that's the way a child should be growing up. Unfortunately, the government had a lot to do with that. We talk about reconciliation. It is hard to reconcile into something that was imposed to us. But we try. I know I do. I talk to my own children. My children came to school at Riverside. Yeah. They always had good things to say about Riverside because they knew the system was different. They never lost their language. We speak free every Wednesday. I'll tell you a funny thing that happened on Wednesday one day. I got a call from MTS. They told me, today's the day you're going to lose your phone. Remember we just had a landline? And I said, did you understand what I said? So he repeated himself. And I said again, and somebody must have been sitting beside him, and because I could hear them talking. They said, I think we got the wrong number. So after trying to figure out what I was saying, he said, okay, we'll call you back tomorrow. So Thursday came, right on a Patindi phone, and he said, is this the number, right number? Yes, I was listening to you yesterday, but you didn't understand me. Today is free day in my house, every Wednesday. So when you phone or come to my house, I'll greet you at that door, dance, which means hello, come inside. So those things are important. In our neighborhood, I just live across here, Riverside, and on Granite Crescent. And I see a lot of people, my neighbors I talk to, you know, they're really enthusiastic to learn the ceremonies. And whenever I have an opportunity, I invite them. Within the school system, the curriculum today has changed drastically. For the good, I see that. So when you're sitting here learning, take that opportunity to learn. Learn as much as you can. When we were walking down the hall, I mentioned, I love books. I see 3 big carts full of books. Okay? Grab a book, read, find out about the author. Because one day you might write a book. Write a book about what you've learned. And never be shy of who you are. Your ancestors, they're important. It don't matter where you come from. Learn about your own ancestors, where you came from. And the stuff that you will learn here in the school, it will help you. I wanted to share that because it is important to learn from one another. Maybe Diana could introduce yourself. I'll check this little magic thing.
I have a very loud voice, so I don't think I need the little magic thing. I'd like to say bonjour, and I know that that sounds like French word for hello, but in my language, it means hello in Soto. So bonjour. My name is Zawi Kinyuakwe, and that means Golden Eagle Woman. I'm from the Eagle clan. So the clan of the Eagles are all of my brothers and all of my sisters. They're my ancestors. Miigwech, my language means thank you. And I want to say miigwech to you. Okay, so when I say miigwech to you, I say miigwech to you because I can see the respect that you're giving to my ancestors because you're wearing an orange shirt. You're remembering all of the children that never got to come home. And I am so grateful and happy to see that you are going to be part of that remembrance of that and that respect. And I just want to acknowledge everyone here for showing up. So this is Aileen, and she's going to assist in helping with the smudge. Does anybody know what a smudge is? Okay, what is a smudge? Yes, you do. You smudge yourself with this. It's called one of our 4 sacred medicines. Smudging with smoke. Yes. And it is one of our 4 sacred medicines that we use. So sage is a medicine that when we light up and we then see the smoke begin to billow out, we take some of that smoke, just like we're washing our hands, and then we put it over ourselves. Sometimes we'll put it to our eyes gently so that we can see better, see the love, see the people that are talking to us, and see right into their hearts. Sometimes we'll take it and we'll put it to our ears so that we can hear the message that they're saying, so we can have a better understanding. Sometimes we will take it to our heart so that our heart is open for that message and the teaching and the training and everything that we're learning, even in school, from our parents, from our family, and what they're trying to teach us and pass on to us, and that's knowledge. So once you do that, then you then pass it on, and that smoke that you just basically washed with and covered yourself with, that goes up to the Creator. And He hears your prayers. And that makes Him happy that you're saying a prayer. So Aileen and I are going to light this, and then we're going to start to pass the smudge around so that everybody gets an opportunity if you want. We are not forcing you to have to smudge. We're just letting you know that the opportunity to smudge is here and it's available to you. Okay? So we're going to start with the smudge, and we're also going to let you know that Grandmother Marie is going to do an honor song on her drum. Now that is a very special song. That song that she's going to sing when she hits the drum. And the drum beat is the heartbeat of the nation. It's the heartbeat that you feel. When she hits that drum, that's what that means. That's that heartbeat. So that heartbeat is going out each time when she hits that drum. And when she sings that honor song, she's singing an honor song to all of the children that didn't get to come home, and to our ancestors, the ones who are left without their children, that had to stay back and mourn that they no longer could see their children anymore. And also, that honor song is in honor of all of you, because you're changing the way the world is going to be. You will hopefully one day grow up and change everything, and change it for the better. And that is our hope. Okay?
Something language. nice. Let's follow the song. I just got seated, but we didn't find any tickets, so that song is for all of you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandmother Marie. So we're gonna do our walk now. Girls.